Questions about getting started when parents say no. This could be interesting. Let's go. Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ TLM. You're watching DJ TLM TV. It's Friday. Time for a Q&A video, but before I begin, I have to apologize for not posting videos on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Those videos will be dropping this weekend because you will get your 4 videos this week. I was sick. I couldn't record, so I didn't. Now, in the future, hopefully, I will be in a situation where I have extra videos ready. That's what I want, so that when something like this happens, I already have the videos prepared. But for now, I didn't, so I couldn't shoot. You get those videos tomorrow and Sunday. Now, back to this long email, but I feel it's important because I know there's a lot of you out there who are still young and your parents might not totally agree with what you're doing. You have to realize parents have, not all parents, but most parents will have limited knowledge of what a musician or a DJ life is all about. They only know what they see and hear, and most of the times it's not all positive. So they might not fully support your creative wishes. So let me start with this mail. I'm not gonna name names just in case. Lately, I've gotten very interested in producing music. I've used the phone app, but I wanna get something better. I want to buy FL Studio 12 so I can make new and better tracks. I want to buy the version with all plugins because in the future, if I want to buy the plugins, I don't have to anymore because you save money, like $100 if you buy everything together. So I get that. The pack costs around $750, I think, which is a lot of money. And yes, that's a lot of money if you're just starting out and you want to start making music. Even if you made some music on an app, going from an app to a $750 software bundle, that's a big leap. All right, so I don't have that much money, but I want to start saving and get a job during my holidays. And so, yeah, just to make that $750. My mom says it's a lot of money to spend on something I want now. But the thing is, it's really my new hobby. I'm on the demo version, so I can't reopen a project, which makes it boring because I can't make something complete. And yes, that is. You don't want to start something and not be able to finish it. So I understand that's a problem for sure. Now, I'm sure this will be my hobby for years. But like I said, mom says no, and I don't know what to do. I really want to buy it, but at the same time, I feel it's a lot of money. But when I'm watching how much I can do, it's not much anyway. One more thing. I said it's a long email. I've also gotten interested in DJing. I'm a street dancer. I love hip hop, so it makes sense. I want to be hip hop and DJing is a part of it. Salute to you for recognizing the different elements that make up hip hop. Hip hop is not just rap music. It's also b-boying, the dancing, and the DJ, of course. Shout out to the graph writers out there, graffiti, of course. Back to it. Where is it? I watch your videos a lot and I learned a lot. Now I want to buy a controller, but again, mom says no. Dad hasn't said a lot yet, but it is a lot of money. I want to buy a controller. I want to buy the Reloop Beatpad 2 and it costs $500. Again, it's money I don't have, but I really want to do it. What should I do? All right, let me put that away. First of all, like I said, I understand where your parents are coming from, and it's not even that they're opposed to you doing creative stuff. It's not like they're saying we don't want you to make music or to DJ. They're just concerned that you're spending a lot of money. Well, you don't have the money now, but that you're saving up to spend a lot of money on something like software or a controller, and in your case, you want to do both, so that will be a lot of money. I understand their concern. And I would never advise anyone who's just starting out to spend a lot of money because nowadays you do not have to spend a lot of money to get started. Let me start with that controller first. You want the Reloop Beatpad 2. I'm not even that familiar with that controller, but why do you want that one? If you want to answer that, you can answer that in an email. But $500 for a first controller is a lot of money, and you definitely don't have to spend that much money. Now, I'm going back to the 2 that I always mention, and that is the Numark Mixtrack Pro 2 and the Pioneer DDJ-SB. I know there's also Mixtrack Pro 3 and an SB2, but they are more expensive and you can still get a lot of bang for your buck out of those old models. But both of those options and even the newer versions are still a lot cheaper than $500. So you're not looking in the right place if you want to start with a $500 controller. Look at those two. Once again, Mixtrack Pro 2 or 3 and DDJ-SB or SB2. Great controllers, great entry-level controllers, a lot of functionality, and they're not that expensive. So that already cuts your cost. Now back to the producer question. FL Studio, the full version, the bundle version with all the plugins, if it's $750, it could be because those bundles are quite expensive. Again, don't start spending so much money. There are a lot cheaper options out there, a lot of cheaper options. I don't want to name all the demo versions because a lot of times demo versions will have some limitations like what you just mentioned, that you can't reopen a project. But for instance, if you look at Ableton Live, Ableton also has an intro version. So that's not a demo, it's an actual working version. And it comes with some plugins and like 700 gigs of sound, I think. You have to check that on the website, but that's $80. $80. And I believe their full version is like $350. They also have like a premium whatever version. I don't know how they call it, but that's even more expensive. But they have a starter version for $80. And it works. It really works. So you can start with that. See if it works. If it works out, you can save some money, and maybe in a year or more, you move up. And when you upgrade, you don't even have to pay like $350. You probably have to pay like $200 to upgrade to a fuller version. So there's cheaper options. So you're not looking in the right place if you want to start with expensive bundles and controllers. So my advice to you is go for those cheaper versions. If you tell your parents like, okay, I really want to DJ and I found a controller that's only $180 and I found some music software and it's only $80, they'll look at it in a different way than the way you approach them now with like $750 and $500. That is a lot of money. You're still young. Don't spend that much. Work with cheaper stuff. And after a couple of months, if you really see that this is what you want to do, then slowly save up for something a little bit more advanced. And still make sure that you do your research because it doesn't always have to be that expensive, even if you go for the more advanced versions. If you have any more questions about the equipment I just named, you know where to reach me, DJTLM at djtlm.com. I hope this info helps you out. Make sure to click that thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Go to the website, djtlmtv.com. Sign up for the newsletter because every month I will send out a newsletter with all the videos and all the extra updates you need to know about. That's it for today, guys. So be prepared. This weekend I'm dropping 3 more videos for all of you. Peace out.